Hi, today I'll be talking about the Axon 7 and whether it's compatible with the mobile networks in India. Well, the answer is yes, it is compatible. I have tested out the Jio, Airtel, Vodafone, Idea SIM, and yeah, it pretty much works. As you can see here, this about Jio and Airtel. I've been using a Jio and Airtel SIM in this. Well, it doesn't support Volt as you see because it's not compatible with this device. But it does have Volt, but it doesn't. It's not compatible with the Jio Volt network provider in India. So you can use the Jio 4G app, which is an alternative to the Volt enabled phones. So yeah, the charger which comes with this is supported with the Indian standard. As you can see, I'll kind of zoom in and I'll show you. Yeah, sorry about that. I think 100 volts to 240 volts and 50 to by 60 hertz with 0.5 ampere. So it comes with a US adapter, so you just have to buy in US to Indian adapter from any electronic stores and just plug in and yeah, you're fine to go. It comes with a screen protector which you'll have to apply, and yeah, I pretty much apply the screen protector. I don't find any air bubbles. It's kind of simple to apply. It comes with a back cover which is kind of thick and nice actually, and yeah, the phone is too slippery, so I suggest you having this back cover, getting any skin or something as such. Well, I ordered a skin which should be coming, and I would show you how it looks after I apply this skin. This is the box. I will just show what's inside the box. This is where the phone came, and this is the USB tool, and here there was a earphone box which I don't know why it is actually, because I don't use those earbuds, and the earbud quality is kind of similar to the Apple earpods. The quality is kind of similar, but I don't use that because I prefer using better earphones. And this is a micro USB, what to say, it is a USB type C to USB micro. I think this is the USB type C which I have to connect here, and then I can use a micro USB pen drive or any such enabled devices to this. And it does support the USB, and it does support a controller. I have tested it out. It does work with the Xbox controller. And these are the USB. These are the passport details which was related to this phone. That is the 2 years warranty or some stuff like that. And yeah, that's about it. It does support Jio, it does support Airtel, and it is pretty much it does work on all the mobile service providers in India. And the charger supports Indian standard, so it has 100 to 240 volts, so you can use it in Indian power sockets. And it has a micro SIM, not a nano SIM, so I had to cut the SIM to a micro SIM, but most of the SIMs come in a micro variant right now, so you can just put it there. Well, as for the internal memory, I think it has 64 GB in it. Well, you can add a external SD card, but then you'll have to sacrifice one SIM. I'm currently using two SIMs, so I don't have an external card. I don't want an external card because 64 GB is sufficient for me, but still there are modes on the net which you can find out where you can use a SIM as well as a SD card to it. Let me talk about the phone actually. I'll just show you the phone. The viewing angles in the phone are really good. Okay, let me talk about the display first. The display is really good. When compared to the OnePlus 3, I think the Axon 7's display is a bit better, but not that much better, because the OnePlus 3 has a blue tint to it, while the Axon 7 is kind of neutral, not too warm, not too cold. And it has a 2K display. But the difference is not seen that much. The performance of both the phones, I think the performance of the OnePlus 3 is a bit better, a tad bit better, but not that big an issue actually. Yeah, to summarize it, I think the OnePlus 3 is more of a performance phone, while the Axon 7 is a multimedia phone. The audio quality from the front-facing speakers are really good. It has two front-facing speakers and an AUX jack here. When rating the AUX jack when compared to the iPhone 5s and the OnePlus 3, I would rate it an 8 out of 10, while the 5s goes with 7 out of 10, and the OnePlus 3 a 6 out of 10, the audio quality. While the AUX jack, the front-facing speakers from both the phones, from this phone is really loud, and it just gets you involved in a movie or any serial you're seeing. The performance in this phone is really good. Well, opening, even having 5 to 6 apps in the background, it doesn't reload or it doesn't stutter a bit. It's really fast. So I think I would go with an Axon 7 when to a OnePlus 3, because the Axon 7 is more feature packed. It has a 2K display, it has good audio, it has good performance. The camera, when compared to both, I think the camera for both the phones are pretty much identical, except for the low light scenarios where the OnePlus 3 gains a bit more clarity in the picture. Actually, I'll not rate it that much better, but yeah, it's a bit better. But when comparing the front facing camera, I think the OnePlus 3 would win because the camera in this is kind of a bit animated or something. It's a bit animated. It doesn't stand up to the 8 megapixel standard. Actually, it is kind of the clarity is a bit low, and the front camera is not the best. That's it. But that said, it's not the worst either. It gives pretty much good shots, but not the greatest, I would say. And yeah, the phone is kind of slippery, and the fingerprint is kind of fast. You want me to show you? I'll just show you. I keep my finger and it just opens fast. So the fingerprint is kind of good. It's really fast. And the buttons doesn't light up, but yeah, if suppose you got used to this phone, your muscles would automatically tell you where the buttons are. And yeah, initially I felt that these are too close, but as I used it, I never felt that. So you'll get used to it. Actually, you can just get used to it. And the battery life of the phone is really good. Actually, it stands up. It comes close to the OnePlus 3, but the OnePlus 3 has just a few minutes. It lasts 10 minutes or 15 minutes extra. But yeah, that's it. This has a 2K display and has much more features than the OnePlus 3. So yeah, I would go with the Axon 7. If suppose you consider buying a OnePlus 3 on Axon 7, I would say the Axon 7 because it has more features, and I like the multimedia features in it when compared to the performance features in the OnePlus 3. Yeah, hope you like the video, and please click the like button and subscribe.